figuring out another stage name right now?
No! Troy called Tanya April. Remember? He said, "Come on, April."
I remember.
So, maybe when he was talking to a little piece of wood, he thought he was talking to April, who was actually to Tanya.
Only you would be able to figure out that whole name thing.
So why would he do that? Is it part of the ritual?
No, it sounds more as if he's thanking Titania for the object. Looking at it and basically saying you're good for something, not addressing the object itself, but that's where it came from.
Okay, look, this is just getting stupid, you guys. I need to get cracking on the rest of the show. I'm going to be burning the midnight oil.
Why so jumpy, Jim?
Me? Jumpy? Fine, that's just my nature. I've always got ideas popping in my head. It just makes me seem jumpy. See, there's another idea for a different show. My mind is always racing, always
You'll have to finish this show first, Jim, darling. We have a read-through Monday night.
Okay. This is how this one ends. Good guys back at the lab tells the inspector here that the piece of wood that was found in Troy's pocket was coated with some volatile substance. The substance he was allergic to, that's what did it, that's what he touched, and that's what killed him.
And Titania here, placed it in his pocket, all because he was going to ask me for a ride. She totally killed him, didn't you? Admit it. What? Me. Why would I do that? I cared for Troy. Couldn't you see that? He was my boyfriend. Why would I kill him? No! You said that he was just using you to drive him to the wiggly, piggly place. I didn't mean boyfriend. What I meant was, he and I, it's like I said before.
You're not a strong womanizer, are you? Come on, just have your cathartic breakdown and admit your guilt so I can get out of here.
I didn't. Jim, what did I say? Jim? Look, now she's throwing suspicion elsewhere. What am I supposed to say now? What are my lines? They figured it out.
What are you talking about?
You two know each other? This wasn't all my idea. It was... You and Titania. You know each other? Tell them, Jim. We've known each other for years. I was in a play of his. He knew Troy too. He sent him an invitation to this audition.
I wondered why a guy like Troy would come to an audition like this.
Believe me, he didn't want to. I told him it would help his career. I encouraged him to come here. I drove him here. I don't understand. I was just about to say the same thing.
These endings always confuse me.
But this isn't the ending I was looking for. I would have never written it this way.
I think we need to understand how it all begins, Jim.
Well, first, you have this big, talentless windbag named Troy, who just happens to have an amazing amount of influence in theater. There's your antagonist, the conflict. He was in a show that I'd written, the same show where I met Titania, which is where we tie our two characters together. Well, Troy apparently made some phone calls, and I was blacklisted. Banished to dinner theater limbo with these hokey murder mysteries. It's all I could get produced. So, I'm writing the second act of the show, and all of a sudden, the well runs dry. I needed some kind of stimulus, some kind of inspiration.
So how does Titania fit into all of this?
No, we'll just cut to the scene where I run into her one night and we start talking and sharing our collective dislike for a particular actor in the interview.
And then we came up with this plot. This plot to lure Troy to this audition. I knew severe allergies and severe superstitions. We worked it all out, right down to this little piece of lucky wood.
But why, young man? Why would you do such a thing?
I have a question for you. Did you really hate Troy that bad?
No. I thought that he would just swell up, turn red, and look like an idiot. And then I realized what happened. That he actually died, and I thought, oh, what a great idea for a murder mystery. I wonder if anybody can figure it out.
But Jim, I don't understand. You're the one that kept this whole thing going. I was about ready to say it was an accident, but you. This was just ruse for your own gain.
Yeah! Come on, Bonnie! You know the character who leads the charge in these murder mysteries throws suspicion away from himself. Besides, look at me. Who would suspect me?
How perfect. The writer.
What?
Well, isn't it in reality the writer who actually commits the murder? Think Agatha Christie, for example. She killed hundreds of people with just 1 sentence.
Whoa! You were just getting ideas from our ideas.
Yeah! And what better than an actual investigation to help me break through my writer's block? I'm sorry, Bonnie, but that's why I invited you here today. Sorry, Tanya. I didn't mean to get you this far involved.
I get it. Things lay, people lie. He was lying this whole time.
Well, I guess it's time to take us in. Sorry, everyone.
Yeah, this is Barbara. I've got 2 in custody. Homicide. Jim, darling, when can we expect the rest of the script?
Probably in a few days I should be able to knock it out. It seems like I'm going to have some extra time. Just fuzzy on a few things like the ending. Not a big fan of it, you know, just FYI. Hey, wait a minute. What if Troy doesn't die from an allergic reaction? What if it's like a poison dart, some rare nuke venom, or chicken?
Do these auditions actually count? I mean, in spite of everything that's happened.
Here's a question for you. Do you really think they are going to have a show now in spite of everything that's happened?
Here's an answer for you. Of course there's going to be a show, whether it's finished or not.
What are you talking about?